Hello and welcome back to my videos. And now I'm gonna talk about India, the great India. India is a huge country, with lots of population, like 1.2 billions. And now I'm gonna talk about the sports, which Indian loves, and majority of Indians loves this sport, which is cricket. And cricket for me, it's not my type. It's boring. There's not much, beautiful tricks in there. It's just hitting the ball and throwing the ball. That's about it. And yeah, this type of sports with the whole, Indians, whether from north to east or south to west, it's they loves it. And there's other sides of India which I really really want to talk about, like the poverty and the slums in India is huge. And then you know if you go deeper to the slums area, it doesn't matter whether in Mumbai or Delhi or Calcutta. You will see slums almost everywhere, in every state of India. And yeah, the living condition is horrendous. It's dirty, it's smelly, and lots of flies, insects, and yeah, it's horrid. It's crazy bad. I mean, people living in such conditions. I mean, it's just undescribable. I mean, people don't see that side of India, which poor people are living, and they have to, live that way in order to survive, and the waste release, whether in the river or in the forest or in the jungle is, very very bad, in a huge amount, it's polluting the environment, it's it's not maintained properly by the government, by the corrupted government. And there is, to this beautiful India where there's lots of traditions and religions, cultures and festivals, and these religions. I mean, in India, almost, you know everything they worship to. I, I don't believe in religion. I'm not a religious type of person, but they worship almost everything. And there's this, social etiquette which most Indians don't have. Like defecating, on the railroad or on the beach side. And yeah, it's just embarrassing. Suppose you go to the beach side, for a walk, and then there this uh, Indian man, whether it's peeing or whether it's shitting, it's just embarrassing. And then you have to pass through them, and then they don't give a shit. They don't embarrass about it. There's the there's the way of life, and it's, yeah, very bad. Social etiquette is just nil. It's almost zero. And that's what you will see almost every day. You know, being on the sidewalk is the worst one, where especially women passing by, and then you can see that, and then see why can't they control themselves? Why don't they have some kind of common sense in your head? And yeah, that's what you will see, in every part of India. And there is to this India where corruptions, and then the politicians use up all the public money to fund for their own luxury life. That's the worst part, because they do nothing for these poor people. The way they are living, it's just the lowest of the lowest, in the world. um, the rich are one of the richest in the world, whether from Bollywood actors to the businessmen. They're doing nothing about it. Most Indians, you will hear why they don't help is that there's too many people, you can help them all. That's what they will say. This There will be the answer. That doesn't solve anything. And forget about that. Let's talk about the food of India. It's a variety, it's colorful, the aroma of the food and the spices of Indians. Oh, the food is very delicious. And yeah, if anybody comes to India, they should enjoy as much as they like. Food are cheap, and but there's one thing to eating food on the this street side, huh? I mean, the food can be you know a little bit hygienically, bad maintained. I mean, it's not maintained properly. It's a little unhygienic, and then it can be poisonous as well to your digestive system. And, but the food is good. And India, the pollution is just to the extreme, because the population is there, so there will be lots of cars and these two wheelers, and then and I mean the crowd. It's incredibly tight. When you pass through the street, or I mean, especially living in the cities are the worst one. And Indian men, they are very horny, they are creepy, and then they can be very touchy. That's the difficult part for most of the foreigners to, especially women, to visit India, because it's dangerous. They can be touched, from lots of the Indian men are creepy. So always have to be careful. That's